Hello, everyone. I'm Cheldin Barlatt Rumor, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV. I have a lovely guest for all of you. I can't wait for her to introduce herself, her first and last name, and the name of the organization.
Hey, hello, everyone. I am Makeda Mackenzie, and I am the founder and principal consultant of the Caribbean Mindfulness Institute.
Okay, well, let's get mindful, my friend. Let's get mindful. I want you to fill everyone in, fill me in. What is the nature of what it is that you have created?
Okay, so I design and facilitate workplace training and public workshops to help people beat stress and feel their best using mindfulness and meditation.
I mean, all the things. I need all the things. I need all the things. And we always say on this show, you don't know what you don't know, right? And oftentimes people think that just being okay is okay, right?
Yeah.
Right? That they don't have to be more, that there isn't more, that you don't have to suffer through or trudge through. It sounds like you give them tools to help them in navigating that space. Am I right?
Yeah, absolutely. So, people think that mental health is really the absence of things like depression and anxiety and that sort of thing. But really, mental health means, flourishing, living joyfully, thriving. And that is what I want to empower people to do through my workshops and my seminars and talks, really how they could use mindfulness in a real and practical way, not only to mitigate the chronic stress in their life or their pain or depression and anxiety, but also how to use it to live more joyfully, more fully present and engaged in the present moment.
I love that. I love that. It's beyond just being satisfied, right?
Yeah.
Just being like, okay, this is just how it has to be, because that's the way it is for everyone else. Knowing that there's more opportunity, or knowing that you can live better and thrive. I love the word thrive, as opposed to just getting by. As opposed to getting by. I love
Absolutely.
it. I love this. So you offer a number of different ways in which to serve people, because I think you mentioned a couple of the workshops. Why don't we talk a little bit about when people and individuals are working with you, what are the types of things that they can dive into?
Yeah. So my passion is workplace training because I'm really interested in bringing stress relief right to the source of where people tend to feel stressed the most, which is the workplace. And because of my background in human resources, I know how much it can cripple not only the employee, but the organization as a whole, this kind of unfettered stress. So I really encourage organizations to work collaboratively with me, finding out what their needs are, what outcomes they're looking for. And then I design a workshop that would really get to the root of what they're trying to accomplish. And in addition to those workplace interventions, I also offer these public workshops. So I have a 5-week workshop that I'm really passionate about, where I teach people how to meditate. The name of that workshop is Learn to Meditate. So there's no mystery there what you're going to get out of it. Really, because I want to empower people not only to use apps, which are fantastic, but how can we really integrate mindfulness into our everyday lives and get all the benefits that it has?
Wow. I mean, again, you're saying all of the things. I'm feeling all of the feelings, because there's an importance of stillness. Right? And being still in the moment for that moment, gifting yourself the ability, right? To be still. And so often we're running and running and running, even in this forced time of rest, right? In this, if we're lucky enough and blessed enough to be safe at home, we still are trying to run and trying to do and trying to be and making banana bread and create all those scenarios where we can just find some peace in with our thoughts and really organize ourselves in that way. Am I on the right track?
Yeah, I mean, I love how you use the word gift and give that gift to yourself, because I use that phrasing quite a bit. Mindfulness is such a gift that you give to yourself, the gift of the present moment, and kind of moving from this chronic neurotic doing mindset into a being mindset. And the best thing about the gift of mindfulness is that you benefit and the people around you benefit. Because when you're able to boost positive emotions like joy, optimism, gratitude, calm, presence, those around you at work and at home reap those benefits as well. So that's why they say self-care is not selfish. And it's not just a trite saying. It's so true, because you benefit and those around you benefit. by getting the best of you.
Oh, it's so true. It's so true. I love to go back as it relates to the internal workshops that you do with businesses, because so often and for so long, too long, corporations and businesses were like, nah, that's not going to return. We're not going to get a return on investment if we're having employees work with their mindset. That's a soft skill, right? And I need a bottom line, and I need revenue, and I need them to drive dollars and manage time. But you are sharing and showing that when you focus on mindset, the bottom line increases, right? Like, is that true?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's a quote that I love to reference that goes, mindfulness is no longer a nice to have, it's a must have. And that's by the Harvard Business Review. And really the empirical data has been very, very encouraging, showing how workplace mindfulness training helps all the other variables that relate to productivity and profitability. So having employees that are more engaged, having employees who are more creative, having employees who are not in conflict with each other, have better emotional intelligence and emotional regulation. All of that contributes and are valuable inputs into a business's services or their products. So it's not a fluffy, okay, let's just do this. It's like a family fun day. No, you're really giving your employees the tools not only to manage challenging and demanding work conditions or life conditions, because look what this pandemic has thrown at us, but you're giving them the tools to apply to their work as well. That kind of presence, that kind of focus, that kind of concentration. So it really is a win-win scenario.
Oh, I love it. I love it. You mentioned you come from that human resources space. You come from that corporate structure. Why was it important that you became independent to help others in doing this? I always love the entrepreneurial journey, obviously. I'd love to hear the why behind this and why this was so important for you.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was gainfully employed all of my life. I've always had very good positions and well-paying positions. And the last corporate job I had, I lost because the company ceased operations. It was a government agency. So there I was about to turn 40 and had to think, where do I want to work next? And I looked around and I couldn't think of an organization I wanted to apply to. I had worked with all of the top tiered ones. So I sat down and I thought, okay, what would be my dream job? And I saw how much mindfulness changed not only my personal life, but my work relationships and my work performance. And I knew that companies like Google, like Microsoft, I mean, all the Fortune 500 companies offer mindfulness training for employees. So I thought, well, why don't we have this here in Trinidad? Why don't we have this here in the Caribbean? We could do it some mindfulness too.
Yes.
And that's how the Caribbean Mindfulness Institute was born.
I love that. I'm always fascinated in filling the void, right? And identifying that there is an issue, identifying where you can serve, and therefore, in fact, serving. And it sounds like, my friend, is that you are serving a community that needs you and is serving a community that is benefiting from what it is that you have to offer. I want to make sure that more people know about you today than yesterday, and that you can connect with our community. I want those who follow us to follow you. So if people would like to get in touch with you and learn more about all that you have going on, where would they find that information?
Sure. So they could check out the website, which is CaribbeanMBSR.com. So that's Caribbean, M as in mindfulness, B as in based, S as in stress, R as in reduction.com. There you will see our upcoming programs, the corporate work that we do. We have a gallery of some pictures. You could get a good sense of what we're about. And then we're on all major social media platforms. So that's Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. You just have to put Caribbean Mindfulness Institute in the search bar and you'll find us there.
Easy enough, and no excuses, everyone. No excuses. It's no longer okay just to be okay. You don't have to get by. You can begin to thrive. Thank you so much for joining.
You're very welcome.
Oh my goodness, such a pleasure. I'm telling you, you must get in touch with my new friend. From all of us here at This Is It TV, I'm Cheldin Barlatt Rumor, and we will see you soon. Take care.
Bye.